Yeah, Marvel Snap's newest card is Drax Avatar of Life. And this one has quite a bit going on. It's a 3/4 with end of turn plus 3 power if your opponent played a card with greater power this turn. So that means, it's at 4. If they play a 5 power card, he's going to gain +3. But also, he will move to that card if you'd be winning its location. So he might bounce around and cover that spot, which can help you steal a spot, maybe gain some priority, or maybe even at the end of the game move into a spot that he's winning, or maybe sometimes stay behind to just protect the spot he's in because he couldn't flip that other location because they were just too big. But also keep in mind that can go off multiple times. So, this goes up to 7, then they need to play an 8 power card. This goes up to 10, then they need to play an 11 power card. Realistically, that's not super duper likely. I thought it was going to be more likely just because there are a lot of these big decks floating around playing big Fin Fang Fooms and big Star Lords, but they just all disappeared for me today. It's like I've played an endless horde of Star Lord and Fin Fang Foom and like Red Hulks and just Infinauts for weeks. And today I played Drax and I can't find a single one. I recorded for 2 hours and it's like just so few decks actually playing into Drax today. Everybody's playing little cards today, including decks like this one, which this deck is really good at dodging opponents' Draxes, for instance, which we're going to see a few times in this video. But what that means is it made me feel like Drax is just a little too conditional and a little too average on average. Like, yes, most games I played him, he got up to at least a 3/7, which is, helped a little by Fantasticar buffing him up to 3/9. There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting a 3/7 or a 3/9 in play. But at the same time, it didn't feel high octane like the rest of this deck with the crazy big Thenas and Havocs and so on, all that end of turn scaling. Now, theoretically, this card should be able to do some of that same end of turn scaling, assuming your opponent has played a sufficiently large threat. But I never got that to happen. So in other words, you play this down even on the final turn. If the opponent plays a 30 power Fin Fang Foom, and this gets to check its end of turn 4, 8, even 10 times, thanks to Cheese from Invisible Woman, Jocasta, and Prodigy trios, where you get multiple end of turn effects. I think, in theory, this will keep going off and keep checking itself as long as that Foom's sufficiently large. This might get up to, 10 plus buffs or something. Like, theoretically, this could buff itself 6, 7, 8 times for an extra 20 plus power. It's just so hard to line that up. It never actually happens, right? It's just, it's kind of doing the same thing as Thena or Havoc, each gaining +3 power, but they're number 1 cheaper for this deck, and number 2, they don't have this conditionality built in. They just do it. Like, you control the conditionality, at least for these. So they are more reliable results. So this very often just kind of felt like a 3/7 or a 3/9, occasionally, up to 3/10 or whatever, but just didn't pack a crazy punch in this deck. So then your question becomes like, is this better maybe in a move deck where you can utilize it with some move stuff? Is this better in just like a curve deck where you're just happy to play a solidly statted 3-drop? Is it better in a Silver Surfer deck because it's a 3-drop? Silver Surfer decks do have this problem though, where the buffs on Drax actually kind of hurt. That also comes into play a little bit technically with Fantasticar, where like giving this extra power off a Surfer can make it slightly less likely than it activates because it's getting buffed via an on reveal and then it's checking its power at end of turn. So anyway, like buffs interact really negatively with this. The same thing happens actually with location buffs and stuff. Like sometimes this will hit with location buffs and end up in a weird spot too, where it's like, oh, this accidentally got hit with Wakandan Embassy and it's a 3/6, and now it's maybe a little less likely to hit sometimes. I don't think there's anything wrong with this card. I think it's totally fine. I'm not going to tell you a 3/7 is bad. A 3/10 is certainly not bad. At the same time, it's just like inconsistent and a little bit wonky on occasion. And I think it has some like deck fit challenges as well. So I just basically don't know exactly where this one lives quite yet. I think it's fine, but it's just going to have to figure out the perfect deck fit. I did have a good run with this deck. I went 11-6, up 8 cubes, basically 65% win rate. This didn't hurt the deck. Like, this deck performed admirably, did just what I would expect it to do, but I don't really think it helped much either. It just felt like a very run-of-the-mill, maybe even the 12th best card in this deck, or very nearly the 12th best card in this deck, which might be fine. That might make it the best card for the deck in some cases, but certainly not a standout. So anyway, I'm just left like a little wish-washy on Drax. Like, I think it's okay. Let's see what you think after watching this video, if you're sold on Drax quite yet. Hey, Black Cat on turn 1 is a dream. Rocket Pad's actually pretty sick for us too. Where are my decks at, dude? Where's my deck? I don't know. Not here. Let's restart this maybe. I think sometimes you just gotta wait a game. Turn 3, I definitely want to go away from this. I want to create lots of space. So let's go. Yeah, Invisible Woman, I think. Well, actually, if you just like, oh my god, we need time to do all this, right? So Invisible Woman, Jocasta. You wanna copy the Jocasta with Prodigy, right? Not the Invisible Woman. Because they activate each other at that stage, right? So this is the right order for this. Kind of need a little curve filler here, man. Howard and Adam Warlock. All right. Hey, curve filler. Well, no, not really. Still not actually. Still not really actually what we need. But Drax could be a decent turn 6 play here, actually. Still. That said, I don't know if it's gonna hit much in this kind of deck. It looks like maybe some kind of like Tribunal-y combo or something. I don't know. I've seen some other crystal decks, like a Hela deck too, maybe. Could be Hela stuff. Okay, actually, Thena's really nice though. Thena's super nice. And then do you go Marvel Boy Drax? Hela MODOK. I mean, you'd get at least one tick out of this, right? Blink hits Star-Lord Master of the Sun. Insane hit. Okay. Well, now I'm scared, right? How much energy do they get? +4, so they got 10. So you can't do MODOK and Hela stuff, though. Like, that's not all gonna happen. I don't actually know how this even works, by the way. I have not even tested this yet. Activate, 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 and go! Anticlimactic, man. No! We might get a lot of that today, unfortunately. So, like, for instance, I think it checks every time, right? In other words, the condition is built into the end of turn aspect. It's not like it checks once and then it can gain, 10 points or whatever. I think it will recheck every time. So, if the opponent plays, say, like a Fin Fang Foom, we might just go gangbusters, right? But if they don't, we might just go to like 7 or something, right? Maybe not. Yeah, sometimes not even hit at all, I guess, technically, but it's just going to depend a little bit, I think. All right, Spider-Ham, sure, yeah, let's do it. Blackpink is our opponent. Well, hello, Jisoo. Hello, this is where I start naming all the Blackpink. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Rose. People are like, why does Regis know all the members of Blackpink? Don't worry about it, okay? Don't freaking worry about it. Death's Domain, that's an incredible hit. Let's get out ahead of that. Why don't you know them is what I'm gonna return the question to you. You should know all the members of Blackpink. Get it together. Fantastic art, yeah, it's good. You do have Hydra Bob Prodigy. There is something kind of cool there where you just go like this already and just go super hard on all the buffs, right? I mean, Prodigy has so much more upside later, though, is my thing. And it's like, in particular, this is a limbo game, so we actually have time. I meant to re-hit Spider-Ham there. Whoops. We actually do have some time to make that happen, and now even more energy to make that happen. Okay, and a free buff here, too. Nice. Good stuff. I meant to hit this. Unfortunately, though, yeah, see, we kind of drew dead here. I don't even really want that. I want to be able to spread my cards out more, right? This deletes my cube, which does lose some points, but that, stops shifting power into something that might get deleted later anyway. I need to hit Jocasta or Invisible Woman here pretty soon. Oh, Venom denied. That seems like it could be important. I think they probably care a lot about that. Fastball special already going off. Man, if that hit the ice cube, that's interesting. So they're gonna just double that and try to do something cool with it. They might be going mid here for like Galactus shenanigans even, dude. Oh god. Well, that's kind of scary, isn't it? Do we just do this then and just like go in case of Galactus problems. Do you even Fantasticar already? I mean, you can certainly make it better next turn. Oh god, dude, I don't know. I'm so scared. Like, they're gonna res that thing mid. Is it gonna be Galactus? Is it gonna be like Black Panther? Or, you know, I don't know. Is there? There's no Star-Lord coming in here or anything. Wait, why is that? Oh, it is pigged. It didn't go off. It's just the visual is wrong. Drax. Okay, man. I don't know, dude. Drax. Let's go. We don't even have priority. So yeah, Fantastic is not going to go off if it's Galactus. It may not be though, right? I don't know. Man, we're really not that strong left. If they just go for like Black Panther mid, like I don't even actually really contest left that well. I mean, I do, but barely. I don't know about this play. I'm like 2 all in mid. I'm just thinking about Galactus. I don't know why. It's probably not actually Galactus, but I'm just nervous. If it is, Drax would certainly scale, so that's good. Prodigy also some extra points. It's kind of irresponsible to put everything mid in any scenario other than a Galactus scenario. Like, you should probably put Prodigy, or probably should put Drax left, actually, right? But then Prodigy's much worse mid as well, so it still kind of sucks. I don't know, we'll see, I guess. Star-Lord, Master of the Sun. I mean, it is a lot of points. Am I gonna beat that? It's just a lot of scaling off his own effect. I don't know. Drax is definitely scaling, but only +3. I mean, I guess Fantasticar is a lot of points. We should be fine, right? Yeah. Fantasticar is really nice. Oh, Drax is also gonna move though. I guess it moving left is fine. Right? No, he's wait. Whoa! He checked on Absorbing Man. Oh, interesting. It worked out either way. We actually had enough mid regardless, so it was all chill. Still actually went in 26, which is kind of crazy. We went all 3 spots. So even though they played 2 bigger cards, right? Because Absorbing Man is actually 7. Symbiote Spider-Man's obviously big enough here. They should both count. He checked left. I wonder if that was random or if he always moves towards the one that he can. You know what I'm saying? Because like if he checked on this one, he would have stayed because it wouldn't be moving to that location, right? Or maybe it's like, okay, well, that didn't help. Does he keep checking, right? Does he check again and say, oh, well, I can actually move towards Absorbing Man too? Technically, that also satisfied the condition. I don't know. But this was effectively a 3-7 with that little bit of upside where he got to kind of move and make a sneaky play, I guess. That seems solid. I feel like that's where I'm at with Drax in general, is like just solid. Like he seems solid. Okay, opponent's Wiccan deck probably. Don't see that too much right now. Castle Blackstone. No way, right? No way. Funny but not good. Hey, nice. They're sticking left to get the 10 rings buff. Okay, gives me the Blackstone lead. Very cool. 4 energy is definitely better than less. Yeah, let's just load in mid here. I mean, we have flexibility with New York anyway. It doesn't break any kind of like Jocasta Prodigy lines or whatever. Drax for the opponent. Sick, dude. That's cool. I like Drax in a Wiccan deck. Just a good 3-drop. Good news for us is we're rarely ever going to be activating that. We hit a Prowler. Cool. So they're utilizing the move aspect of Drax. I'm utilizing the end of turn aspect of Drax. Very fun stuff. No, excuse me. Athena could go mid, honestly, yeah. Just to protect Blackstone a little bit in case they decide to go for like a snap to move Bob out, you know? We've got a nice head start anyway, but it shouldn't hurt too much. Sunspot's pretty good in Throne Room, I'll say too. Gwynpool, no Wiccan, okay. Prowler has not activated yet. I mean, we really don't hit this Drax. I guess this will actually. Well, does it look at his current power? Because if I like put Fantasticar here, technically, right? I wonder, does it look at his current power or does it look at his base power? It is power capitalized. Trying to think about the difference between like cost and cost, right? A card that cost 1 is different than a 1 cost card. It doesn't say base power. I think it might not activate. I think it's gonna think he's 8 and not activate. That's what I'm thinking here. Let's see. Did he activate? Let's see. I don't think so, right? He should have gone off already. Oh yeah, Sunspot. I guess if Sunspot had gotten bigger fast enough, maybe that would have been a risk too, perhaps. But hey, Drax, cool. Prodigy Havoc actually kind of works for me. Drax could like move out and go right. You would technically be bigger in that case. I mean, I'm fine with this. I don't know, dude. Sunspot's gonna flip this Drax, which makes... No, that'd still be fine. My Drax will be smaller when it's played. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, their Drax just kind of got just like stuck, right? It just sort of got stuck. Yeah, they're... I don't know, just like, you know, this is a good game because it's kind of exposing the risk here a little bit. Some decks just aren't going to proc it, you know? I suspect mine probably would go off this turn. You don't know for sure, but, you know, Wiccan deck, the Gwynpool buffs, like they already played a card that would have hit it. 2 cards, actually, that would have hit it. So, like, you know, we had a pretty good chance, I think. I will say, you know, we're only gaining... oh, no, we're gaining a lot of points mid. There's 6 and 9. So, yeah, we were up 7 already. Yeah, it's going to be really hard for the opponent to pull this back. Captain Toad. Great name. Pretty good hand for that Marvel boy, I guess, too. Dang. Black Cat on 1, we always love. Oh, negative zone, a little clunky. Athena, we'll just get going later, right? Let's just set up for this Marvel boy for sure. Hydra Bob, like, is the opponent gonna snap us, right? Because you could definitely put it in negative zone, but you don't want to risk this Fisk Tower, so I think you got to put Bob left. I don't have to snap him ever back. Hey, happy hit, nice. Genius level plays. Marvel boy is good. Got some power here, so let's start loading up elsewhere. Athena Ham next turn is okay. I wouldn't mind seeing a Drax here soon, though. He's been hiding a bit today, as always. Hey, he's here. Nice. Do we... I guess you want to play him earlier rather than later, right? Decent chance, like, a Cyclops comes down, you know, if they're a high Evo deck. Few things are possible here, so we can still play the Ham. You want to save the Ham for the Athena next turn? You probably always get a 3-drop. If not, you could play the Havoc, too, in desperation. Let's see if Drax hits! He does! Let's go! Okay, Drax up to 7 already. I maintain... Oh, but Fisk... I freaking forgot, dude. I got it right for Bob and missed it for Drax. God dang it, dude. This just makes me too strong right and not strong enough mid. I need to get stronger mid. But this makes Prodigy really bad too, because you really just don't want to Prodigy a Black Cat, you know? I mean, I guess for the record, it's Prodigy Sunspot might not be that good either, because I may just not float that much energy, right? Freaking Drax, you idiot. They can pull him back in again, right? Like, they can keep bouncing him. Like, if... Oh, Elias turned off. Okay. Not usually a super relevant card for us, but could be. Okay, Silver Surfer. Bruce actually hits. That's super annoying. Fantastic card, but kind of too late to be a super relevant play, right? Hey, doesn't matter. We're just ahead enough. I guess they knew maybe Drax was going to go off. I should actually maybe leave a spot for Drax, or maybe not even. I kind of just maybe want him to get bigger left. I do need to make sure that I'm able to flip right here, though. I don't know about this play, because I'm only going to 16, right? I think... I don't know. You also want to buff Athena. Like, if they just played a big card mid here, I actually would lose, right? Unless I left space for Drax to move. Well, if he moves mid, I guess that's okay too, because you're still up left. Maybe we'd be okay if Drax moves mid, depending on the size of the big card. I don't know exactly which card it would be, how big it would be, etc. But maybe it'd be okay, right? He'd be up to 9, which would be +6. We'd have +2, +3. So he'd be up 11. They'd have to play something 14 or smaller. I don't know, man. I'm not so sure. He was like shakier than it looked. I'm not convinced that was a good win. I don't know. All right, so Bob can go in first. I think that's fine. We got the Drax early. Galactose Intolerant. We've played them before, I know, because I love the name. Talo would actually be bad hitting Drax. We don't want that. We want it to stay away from Drax. We want Drax to stay smaller so he's more likely to connect, right? Perfect. Great. Excellent news. That's even worse for Drax. I guess you kind of want Marvel Boy down, but you also, with priority having Drax down, like it could hit. It's not super likely unless they go for Aunt May's, though. It might hit if they go for Aunt May's, because, you know, a 3-drop plus 3 is usually going to be big enough. Hey, nice. Oh, it's big enough anyway. Wave. Cool. Okay. So Drax hits here. He can't move, though, so he'll just stay because she's in the same spot. I mean, Marvel Boy or Fantastic Car. I think you got to do this for curve reasons, right? They are happy. They're going to go Galactus right. Yeah, sadly, they're going to go Galactus right, and I'm going to lose my... Dang it, dude. Dang it, dude. I didn't have a way to get power there other than maybe playing 2 cards, but I couldn't play you need 2 cards. My hand didn't fit 2 cards. Gosh dang it, dude. There's no way we can win now. I mean, there's just no chance. Thena's never big enough. Bob's never big enough. Thena, I mean, you can't even really connect on twice, so you're just cooked here. Yeah, I mean, this ain't happening, right? Green Goblin, dude, come on, Galactose Intolerant. No, I was a fan until now. Now I'm angry. Now I'm mad about it. I mean, they just play like obviously a Foom or something here, right? Well, there's no Foom. But I only have 4 points, so this is literally so trivial to win. We'll let them have it because I don't care about my points. Dang it, dude. Aunt May's. Oh, dude, that was a cool little game almost for Drax. Like he had some bodies there, just no way to get him in the right spots. All right, Spider Ham, go get him. Darth Maul, man, we're gonna cut them in half. Spoiler alert. You have to give spoiler alerts for 25-year-old movies, wherever that came out. 1999, is that when it came out? 27-year-old movie? I don't even know. I actually don't remember. Okay, Hydra Bob, sure. Jocasta's good to get down. Honestly, so's Marvel Boy, but I want to have time for the Jocasta. Like, Marvel Boy, like, yes, 2 points now is great. Like, don't get me wrong, that's great. Did not play oh, Drax. Okay, cool. I like that we're getting to see Drax from other perspectives, because I still feel like our Drax games have been kind of meh. Just not that interesting yet. So it's nice to see the other sides of it. I can go Thena Prodigy, worst case left next turn. Prodigy 10 rings. Whoa, they could be crazy big mid, but interestingly, you don't really want your Drax getting buffed. You know, it's really not that useful. I don't have any activates right now for this, so I mean, I guess we could throw a Fantastic R in. That will get Drax to move once. But they're buffed once, I guess, unless he gets buffed here. Whoa, dude, that's a cool... I've never seen that before. Freaking Silver Surfer Jeff Galactus is baller, actually. That's really cool. Hey, is this worth it? Yes, probably worth it, I think. Yeah, probably worth it. Yeah. It's Thena and Havoc, so definitely seems worth it. Was gonna go Fantastic, but this also turns off their Drax. But I'm glad I'm getting to see some Drax action. Silver Surfer on the Silver Surfer Jeff, dude, that's cool. Again, Silver Surfer Drax, not really a synergy you're looking for, right? I mean, it's fine, it's not, you know, but he is end of turn, so like theoretically it could cost you a loop, you know, like cost you a move. So you might take +2 to lose +3 sometimes, but still, you know, if you got him to 10 ahead of time, it still could obviously be worth it. I'm not saying it's always wrong or anything, just it has some downside, right? So obviously we're gonna win mid once Havoc picks up and Thena clearly farms left. I really would kill for a fast forward in this deck. It's driving me insane. I like this game though. We're at least getting to see the opponent's Drax since I can't draw mine. You guys know how that goes. I never draw Drax. So that's nice. And we got to feel super old because Phantom Menace came out. Did it come out in 1999? I gotta actually close that loop. Phantom Menace release date. May 19th, 1999. Wow. I think I went to see that for my birthday because it's like right around my birthday. I was like the happiest 12-year-old on earth. I unironically loved The Phantom Menace. I am not one of those people who now says it is a great movie because of nostalgia alone. I think it's okay, but I don't think it suddenly aged incredibly well. Not a hipster about it. Hey, Ricky Bobby. Hey, Drax. Hey, Convertage does nothing for us. I got excited, but this deck does not care at all. I was thinking of Drax on reveals, but nope, he's end of turn. I think initially too, I was thinking about like, oh, priority matters for Drax. Totally does not matter at all. Shuri's Lab is great for Drax though, because all those doubled cards have a chance to be much, much bigger for Drax. Daredevil. I was gonna say maybe a bot deck is where you see Daredevil, but both that name and oh, see, like it's like it's like it sucks because buffing Drax actually hurts you. You know what I mean? Like that's what sucks. It's like you don't actually like you can't turn it down because it's like a free buff here, right? And it's like, well, +2 is practically +3, you know, but it does make your life worse sometimes. It's that simple, right? So maybe you put Fantastic Art here. I think this is gone. I'm just pretending this is gone. I don't think we ever compete there. I mean, Drax could move there for the record. He will not because of Madripoor, but we also get to deny that Negasonic ever being open, so that's kind of... Yeah, Invisible Woman is fine, I guess. You already ripped the Havoc, man? I think you kind of need it here, though, really. But I'm just worried about, like, an Infinite, right? An Infinite's gonna come down somewhere and beat me. That's what I'm stressed about. But I guess Drax will move in that case. So you do want to move, like, away from the Drax, probably, right? This might be, like, a War Machine or something. Professor X, he's not actually very good against us. I wouldn't worry about that. Because we can... Well, Professor X left would be kind of good against me because I couldn't activate the Athena, honestly. That would be a little scary. But it's just Merlin and Cosmo. Yeah, that's certainly not scary. So this to me makes me think they're trying to put a lot of points left, right? They just have to put a lot of points left. So maybe we do this. Activate here, activate here. This beats any kind of Infinite. Does this beat an Infinite, right? Sunspot gains 6. Athena gains 6. That's 18, 19 with Spider-Ham, and you get another 4 from Fantastic Car is 23. Oh, they can't play an Infinite, bro. They didn't play a War Machine, so I don't have to worry about Infinite specifically. I don't have to worry about an on-reveal. I don't know what it would be, man. I feel like this holds. Yeah, nice. Okay. There is a question of, like, should I let Drax roll left, right? Like, you could put Spider-Ham here and let Drax roll out. I wonder if that's actually just better. It's really hard to think about these things. Because if they play a big guy here, Drax wouldn't move, right? Because he only moves to cover, like, if they're playing it somewhere else. So, yeah, I think I should have left the spot open, really. Man, this card has a surprising amount of nuance to it. Because, like, then if you play, like, again, they can't actually play an Infinite, but let's pretend they could, right? So then if they played an Infinite here, we'd still gain the points. We'd match the Infinite. Of course, Havoc would too. That'd be fine. And then if they played an Infinite left, we wouldn't have to worry about right, because right would be fine left behind with, you know, 16 points, 17 with Spider-Ham or whatever, because they'd be playing their big card left, and then Drax would move to cover the big card. So, yeah, I think the fact that you can kind of cover 2 spots if you let him means you have to Spider-Ham right. I actually think in either case we were okay here because there was no Infinite to speak of, but just imagining it out, right? Thinking about possibilities for the future seems like leaving that spot open is just a way better cover. You got to remember that for Drax. Oh, they're getting a Fantasticar. It's probably not super useful for them. I'm getting a sick Odin. Okay, cool. Drax, nice. Should I run a full Guardians deck now? Guardians new and old, you know. Hey, Ham is good. Sure. Odin, I guess, really useless for us. Just super, super useless. I mean, I guess you could use it to replay a Prodigy effect, but that doesn't do anything, right? Because if it missed the first time around, it would also miss, you know what I mean? Like, if you play it on its own, it'd miss it. There's no way to, like, move it back in line, you know? Ah, this is a spicy Star-Lord deck. Spider-Ham's gonna hit the Star-Lord here, guys. That's all we need, man. Spider-Ham hit Star-Lord. It's that easy. It's that easy. Let's go. Odin again. Oh, Apocalypse this time. Oh, so it's the Gambit deck. Okay, spicy. They could still do some big Gambit stuff in this deck. You don't have to have like crazy Star-Lord you know, you could just play a Wong here or whatever. Could still get out of hand a little bit. So that's shaky. Like a Wong in particular like doesn't activate Drax either. Fantasticar does though. That's nice. Okay, I also open up spot for my Jocasta, which is cool. This leaves me with only 5 next turn. Am I okay with that? I can play Prodigy plus top deck unless it's Invisible Woman. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. It's usually worth the risk. Usually worth the risk. So they didn't play a Wong. I'd say that's a good sign. What else is in that deck? I don't know, some cheesy Gambit stuff. Like Absorbing Man, you know, like that'd be fine. Not much else likely to proc the Drax here. He's probably stuck at 3-7, but I liked the reposition here, was nice. We're getting a lot of points off Fantasticar, but you know, we have to assume at least a couple cards are going to get deleted by some Gambits. So we need like a nice spread of power across multiple bodies. There's the Star-Lord and Scorn, just going for some tempo plays. Yep. And we do hit a body indeed. Let's put one end of turn card mid, I guess, right? So we got one end of turn left, 1 mid, and 2 right. That should be okay. I mean, Gambit, it just depends. You know, if it hits Drax instead of Spider-Ham, left is gone. But you kind of got 2 bodies right to protect you against a Gambit. Also, they just didn't get any energy cheese, so I think we'll be okay. Fist bumps indeed. Yeah, they just, like, once the Star-Lord was gone, it all fell apart. What a snipe for us, dude. Spider-Ham, the MVP. Drax, you know, it was going to be a 3-9, basically. 3-7 on his own, of course, but kind of a 3-9. There's some interesting like priority applications to Drax moving as well, right? Like if you're a deck that cared a lot about priority, like an Eliath deck or something, Drax could have some additional upside there as well, where, you know, like, hey, he's helping me get priority by moving into a spot that he's now winning. So there's something cool there. This deck probably doesn't really care much about that, just because all end of turn, not on reveals. Like priority is not important to us, but cool little bonus application for this card. Everywhere I look at Drax, he's just like, yeah, a lot that's like solid looking. Everything looks kind of solid. Hey, Drax on turn 1. Let's go. It's never gonna hit that many times, but you never know. Oh, Angela's tiny. No, Jake, don't be a robot. Come on, Jake. I finally hit a cool Drax. No, Jake, every time. The game knows. I think it knows, guys. It only gives you the fun new cards when you're playing against bots. It's like, yeah, I want you to like your new card. You just spend money. I don't actually think that's happening, by the way. I'm going to start conspiracies I don't actually believe in. I don't think that's worth the trouble, but it's funny on the other side. Oh no, good God. On the other side of game dev now, it's really funny where like if those same conspiracies were levied to me, I would just have to laugh them off because like we don't have time for that sort of conspiracy. Like the technical know-how, or if people say we rig our matchmaking, I would just laugh. It's like, bro, we can't figure out how to do that. Are you crazy? So this is literally just Sunspot and Havoc here scaling. Maybe Drax nets. Dude, how are they? This Drax is only 2 power and it's still not hitting. Are you kidding me? Good God. This game's telling us everything we need to know. Oh my God, they literally will not activate Drax. Unbelievable. Actually insane. I don't want him to move now. It might lose me the game. Oh, I could play Black Cat here. So now Drax can move if the robot here inevitably plays mid, which they always do. This is crazy. Also, we should snap the Bob actually. Oh my God. Oh my God, is the bot gonna beat us? It never does. They never win. That means Drax is gonna move mid. Wait a minute. 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 Drax is gonna move. Oh, you're already winning. Oh, no. He won't move mid because we're already winning mid. Wait. Oh, he checked on Moon Girl, actually, not Falcon. Okay, he checked on Moon Girl. I don't know how this works still, this logic, actually. But maybe does he always check the biggest card? Well, no, I think we had a game previously where he didn't look at the biggest card. Maybe he just defaults to a smart result. Maybe we got lucky because like both Falcon and Moon Girl would have triggered him because he was only 2, right? Okay, Bob. Yeah, I don't really want you moving to Jotunheim too soon, but surely the opponent won't snap on us early, right? Surely? Onivats can be pretty spicy. Black Cat copy, though, doesn't actually do anything, right? It just gets added to hand and then discarded, which I guess is fine. It's funny. It's cute. Sunspot's decent, though. You know, you get 3 or 4 sunspots. Just passing one turn can suddenly be like, you know, spend 6 energy to get 18 points or whatever can actually be really cool. Ham, yeah, sure. This sunspot's gonna cost 2, I guess, right? Though, unfortunately, with Sandbar, man. They all do. Opponent's got the same problem hitting, though. Am I really gonna do the thing where I just float 4 sunspots on the final turn, man? Yeah, I think so. I think next turn I'm literally just playing a sunspot, right? The opponent's like, no, I'm not dealing with this. Nope. That's so funny. Yeah, I was just gonna play another sunspot here, float 3 next turn, right? So these are already 9, and there's another 3 and 3s. You know, you're at 11, and then the last turn, just another 6. Yeah. I don't know. Right would be kind of weak in that scenario, but I think it'd still be hard for the opponent to contest all of that. And if they played Magic, which they maybe wanted to, man. All right, pretty good setup here. I'm looking for a game where I hit a multi-Drax, where I have like Invisible Woman, Joe Costa stuff, and they play a big enough guy that Drax can keep checking, you know? Like they play a 20 power guy or whatever, and Drax checks like 4 times and keeps hitting, you know? That's what I'm looking to do this game, or this run, but it hasn't happened yet. Agony Essex Lab. I just kind of want to dodge that. I have too many effects I care about. Goliath Agony. Okay. Maybe some Captain Carter stuff to expect. Just thinking what that might be. Fantastic are pretty good here. Yeah, Captain America. So yeah, some kind of ongoing stuff. Next turn I want to go Prodigy. I do need still sort of another good end of turn card. Drax could be it. I don't expect them to play a really big thing though, right? Like that's what I was talking about. I need a really big guy. I don't expect to see a really big guy. Oh, they just lost all their Essex Lab value. Oh, interesting. Spider Ham is actually good for Marvel Boy later. Maybe put this here to contest mid now. I don't actually have a lot of points left, but I'm just very worried about right. I don't know if it's gonna get there. Maybe you just Marvel Boy pass to make Sunspot a crazy threat. That might actually be the move. Marvel Boy pass. Oh, Drax? Man, I really want to play the new card, but I think it's wrong. Oh, I think it's wrong, right? I don't think you play it. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. No. I think it's better to just pass here and let Sunspot do his thing. Yeah, sadly.